Alright, we have another Season 11 Cup game for the top 16. This is going to be Evan versus djinncito, so it's Phoenix versus Crane. Let me get the deck lists open here. So Phoenix on Dragon Splash, only using 8 influence, that's kind of interesting. And Crane on Lion Splash, that's right, this was the deck that has 3 Legion of 1 and 3 Stand Your Ground. Definitely a little bit unusual. Ooh, so we have a Master of Gisei here. Evan is just going to take the passing fade. He's not even going to play a character. Wow, that is interesting. I was about to say, Master of Gisei is pretty good in this matchup. So is Tadaka, but not until later on. But he decides not to play him, just take the passing fate. So he has 8 fate here. Wonder what he can do with that. Can play a Shrine Maiden maybe? We see Away the Crane on Asami. Crane only has 2 fate, so I guess we could just see him give up the break here and then have a lot of fate going into the next turn. This is Fertile Field, so he's going to get a fate and a card here. Although Asami does take an honor. That's fine. He's going for the Air Ring. Ooh, he does have a Keeper Initiate. He's running Keeper of Air. Ooh, we see a Display of Power, but of course there is the Voice of Honor. I guess it's worth trying anyway. Like, you're pretty sure that he has a Voice of Honor there, right? Wait, did he just play? Ooh, he played a second Display of Power, and he didn't have a second Voice of Honor. Wow. So he is going to get to take that Air Ring, which is pretty good. It means that Crane does not get the Keeper Initiate. He still does give up the break there, but now Crane is much less likely to get the favor this turn. Evan's going to pass his first conflict. Let's see if Crane has a conflict character. He could have a Goblin Sneak or a Steward of Law. Goblin Sneak is probably the better option here. Ooh, he does have a Goblin Sneak. This way you don't waste a Steward of Law here. I mean, I don't know if waste is the right word, but yeah, getting that Air Ring is, the Display of Power on that Air Ring is definitely pretty big there. Ooh, the Goblin Sneak is going to find Manicured Garden. This is a little bit unfortunate for Evan. That means that the second Seeker Fate is going to get denied there. But not the end of the world. We see no defense. He is going for an Earth Ring. Earth Ring is pretty good. Ooh, and he has the Bonsai, so he's going for the double break here. I mean, he did spend 2 cards on this, so I guess it's not a big deal. Like, you're going down 2 breaks here, but ooh, okay, we see a Shrine Maiden into the conflict. He's gonna find, wow, Supernatural Storm, Karmic Twist, and Against the Waves. So 3 cards drawn there. Pretty good. He can't really play any of those right now. Yes, he did display an airing. He double displayed it actually, because one of them got voiced. He did that because there's a keeper initiate mainly. Okay, we see a fine katana on the Shrine Maiden. That is going to prevent the break there for Evan, so that's pretty good. And then he's just going to pass his other conflict. This does mean that they do tie favor. I think Evan was hoping to save that Shrine Maiden and then do another attack so he gets the favor, but it's going to have to give it up. But yeah, Evan is up 3 fate and 2 cards, which is pretty significant. If he can get a Void Ring onto this Asami next turn, that would be pretty strong. He does also have a Tadaka still, with Voice of Honor, Way of the Crane, and Bonsai now in the discard. So that would not be the worst Tadaka ever. Would like to see a couple more events, but it's pretty decent. Just needs Finger for Tadaka, and Crane is way behind, yeah, for sure. Ooh, so yeah, we see Tadaka with 4 fate, which is a lot of fate. The Crane player actually does not have no Noble Sack in his what did I say? He does not have Noble Sack in his deck. So this Tadaka is not gonna get Noble Sacked here. Yeah, I don't think it's. I mean, it's definitely early, but with these events in the discard, it's why no Noble Sack? Yeah, I'm not sure why he doesn't have Noble Sack. I think that is probably a small mistake, especially in open deck lists. Like, now your opponent just doesn't have to be afraid of Noble Sack. Ooh, he does have the Finger of Jade. So this will protect him from Shameful Display. What else? I think that's the main thing that he's worried about probably is the Shameful Display. Shrine Maiden Scout with Void, yeah, seems good. Severing Fire, yeah, hopefully you don't hit Station for sure. Okay, switching to Tadaka. Ooh, okay, so he does attack with Tadaka. He chooses the Firing, and he does find Magistrate Station. So the good thing about this is that if you win, you can dishonor Asami so that he can't stand her up anyway, and he can't play Way of the Crane. It's a lot of fate on Tadaka, yeah. We see double defense here. Both players have favorable ground. So this would be 5 to 4. I mean, the problem with this, I guess he has Against the Waves in his hand, so this is fine, actually. I was going to say the Shrine Maiden can't attack political, or she just gets bowed, but he can just Against the Waves Tadaka, and then attack again. So he's probably happy here if there's a double defense. You can actually just move in the Shrine Maiden to secure the break, but if you do that, then Crane moves home Asami. What can Crane even play to win this? For Shame, I guess? Yeah, he does have the For Shame, but Finger of Jade's going to cancel that. So he needs another For Shame, at least, but there's a fine Katana. He would need like double For Shame in his hand still. Or like 2 or 3 Katanas, maybe? There's one Katana. There's the Shrine Maiden moving in. So now that the Shrine Maiden's moved in, I don't think that Crane can win this. Oh wait, he can't even play more For Shames. Yeah, Travis just pointed that out right when I realized it. because of Tadaka. Yeah, that's a good card. He can't play Bonsai either because there's a Bonsai in the discard, so he has to have just katanas or maybe Goblin Sneaks or something. Um, yeah, Asami is going to move home. Looks like he didn't have another katana to prevent the break. So he's just going to let this break here, but Asami will remain standing. So he will at least get that. Okay. Honors Tadaka. Yeah, that's correct, I guess, because this still turns off Voice of Honor. And you don't care that Asami's honored now since you broke the Magistrate Station, and honoring a forfeit character is a lot more value. Yeah, it's actually only turn 2 here, but yeah, there is a forfeit honored Tadaka now. Yeah, honoring Tadaka is right, you have Against the Waves, that's correct. If you don't break Magistrate Station and Asami was defending, you kind of have to dishonor her, but since he did get the break on Magistrate Station, he's safe to just honor himself. There's the Against the Waves. He would still not be winning on a political defense. But he does have a Supernatural Storm in his hand. Of course, that could get answered with an Ornate Fan. So Asami is going to go air again, trying to get that Keeper Initiate. Going military here. Wait. So she's a 5/5, but Tadaka is a 9/5. So if you attack, you kind of have to go political, right? Crane on Scorpion Splash. No, Crane is actually on Lion Splash. He's running 3 Stand Your Ground, 3 Legion of 1. Oh, maybe that's why he was thinking military. He was gonna Legion of 1. You don't really want a Legion of 1 twice, though, with that fate. That would be kind of silly. That's hilarious. They renamed the dojo channel to be in line with the new errata for Hidden Moon Dojo. Okay, still thinking about this. Oh, right. If he goes political, then Evan can play Clarity of Purpose. That's true. That's probably why he's going military here. But it is going to be 5-9, so if he does want to win this, he will have to double Legion of 1. I think what he's probably going to do is just force the Tadaka to defend. He has no fate anyway, though. Yeah, no fate. So he couldn't, as long as you don't go into Manicured, he wouldn't be able to Clarity. And people want to replace Tadaka with Charge? Yeah. I mean, Tadaka's pretty good. Probably just keep him, right? Did you say dojo or dojo? The second one. Well, it used to be dojo, but then they renamed it. Yeah, that's what they renamed it to. Alright, ooh. We actually see no defense, so Meditations means he does get to take the fate off the Asami. So he's just going to let him have the Keeper Initiate here. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So Asami's going to die now. Tadaka is going to go Void. Interesting. Yeah, that's fine. It gives him a fate. Ooh, he finds upholding authority. Um, this is potentially going to discard a lot of cards from his hand. I imagine you just don't defend this as Crane. There's not really any reason to defend. That forces him to play the Clarity if he has it, so he doesn't Void Ring you. Are there actually multiple O pronunciations in Japanese? Yes, I do know that. So in Japanese, you can have a short vowel sound or you can have a long vowel sound. So if you have the little line over the O, that means it's a long vowel, and you would actually spell it differently. Can get a notepad here. Alright, you ready to learn some Japanese? Okay, so this character is do, and then if you add, so with some vowel sounds you just add another one of the same vowel, right? So like the O vowel would be this, but for some reason with O they add a U vowel afterwards to make it longer, so it would be do. So when you're pronouncing it, you spend a little bit more time on a long vowel sound. So it would be spelled differently, like dojo would be that, but then dojo would be like that, right? So it would be a different word. Yeah. Yeah, so that's how you would. Yeah, you could spell it like that, or you could just put the line over the O. Either way. Yeah. And then of course there's probably kanji for that, but I don't know what the kanji is. Let me see. What's going on in the game here? It looks like we saw some court games traded, and now he's using the upholding authority. Yeah, so the kanji would be, which one is it? This one. That'd be dojo. And kanji is important because there are a lot of homonyms. So like, oh, this one is like same as above, like ditto, same. Oh, yeah, just this character would be same, and then, shoot, where to go? And then the second character is above. Oh, wow, yeah. So yeah, like dojo could mean multiple different things, but if it's this one, then it's... Anyway, I think that's enough of that. Ooh. Interesting. So the Keeper Initiate actually defended there, and then he played a political rival with only one fate, though. I think this was something I was mentioning in the last game, actually. I think it was this player. It seems like djinncito likes to only put one fate on his characters. Discarded Karmic Twist. Yeah, discarding Karmic Twist makes sense because that keeps the political rival safe. He had a Feral Ningyo, he had Against the Waves, Clarity, Embrace. I expect the Embrace to be played on Tadaka probably, now that he doesn't have... Well, he could still box to... Yeah, he is going to box to play the Karmic Twist. So yeah, he is going to Karmic Twist there. Not really worth playing the Embrace just to take one fate. He's just going to put it on that Goblin. That's another reason you only play one fate on the rival. Although, yeah. Although during the last game that I saw, I believe he was putting one fate on a lot of his characters, which I was complaining about, but it ended up working out for him. I guess he's a very aggressive player. Yeah, that's the other thing Travis mentions about upholding authority is now that he's going to break this, Evan can just turn off like all the remaining events in his hand, basically. We see admit defeat. He's instantly going to discard 2 copies of Stand Your Ground. That's definitely correct. That means he won't be able to keep this Asami in play. That was the watering there. Ooh, so Crane is going to get the favor, actually. Yeah, there's the Embrace the Void on Tadaka. Let's see, so he has a fan, he has another political rival, he has Stewart, a couple of court games, but he already played one of those, and admit defeat. Yeah, so it's going to be 3 Fate Tadaka versus Goblin Sneak. But again, Crane does have the favor. So let's see if Yoshi shows up just in time. There he is. And Kanjo District as well, just because. Cannot figure out who is ahead. Yeah, that's the thing. I think djinncito plays like a really, really aggressive game. So like his board keeps dying and it looks like he's behind, but then he keeps breaking provinces. Like he's on the stronghold now. Yoshi, who can play question mark. Yeah, that's true. Yoshi's going to draw cards, but he probably won't be able to play too many of those cards. He does have a lot of conflict characters in his deck, which is nice, as well as 3 fan, 3 katana. Yeah, the stronghold is Kuroi Mori. So tell me how many of the cards in his hand are dead. Well, currently it's the 2 court games. So 2 cards. But we don't know what he's going to draw. Yeah, I mean, he can just switch it to military when the Yoshi attacks. We are seeing Goblin Sneak go military Earth, so I mean, you defend this with somebody. Wow, both? I mean, he does have 7 Fate. Yeah, he has a Stewart. He has an admit defeat. Oh, right, admit defeat. That's probably why he's thinking of defending with both. He does have another political rival as well, that's true. But political rival doesn't do much except get you the covert, because he just switches it to military. And he even has a favorable ground for that, so. So we do see Tadaka defend. I guess he figures that, like, he's going to admit defeat you, but then you just play the Against the Waves in your discard pile, right? And he has another fate to play another one later anyway, or he can just go for the Water Ring with the Prodigy. That's probably what you do, right? You just go water with Prodigy and restand Tadaka. There's the admit defeat. There's the Against the Waves. Does he have Censure in his deck? No Censure in the Crane deck, so that was completely safe. Yeah, political rival is countered, favorable ground on board, that is true. Just saying what was in hand, yeah. Yeah, so that's going to be it for that conflict. Evan will win that, so that does claim the Earth Ring for him, which means Crane will not be able to play any of those events. And again, I think you go Prodigy, Military, Water now. Ooh, the problem with that, though, is that if you hit Shameful, I mean, I guess that means he can't attack. Ooh, he hits Manicured Garden, nice. So that's a lucky hit there, I think. Yoshi is going to defend, interesting. He's going to use the ability. There's the feral Ningyo. Yeah. Ooh, there's a goblin sneak that is going to steal his last fate. Uh, it's probably okay though. Why did he play that at home? Yeah, sneak at home actually doesn't make any sense here because both of the conflicts remaining are political, so he just literally can't do anything. Playing him in the conflict actually would have prevented the break as well. There's like no reason to play him at home. Um, Hawk Tattoo after... No, he doesn't have Hawk Tattoo. Yeah, I don't know. The Crane Stronghold is Rally. Evan can just break that, right? Yeah, he has like 2 playable cards. I think Evan can just break Rally now. I mean, he probably has to... Well, does he even have to defend his own stronghold? Because if it's just the political rival attacking, sneak at home to defend Rally, yeah, I guess that's true. You could defend Rally maybe. But it's just better to prevent the break here, right? Because you're not going to defend with a Goblin Sneak. I mean, maybe you... Legion of One? But switching it also gives Phoenix like +4 skill, so... Yeah, so that is going to be the break there. Yeah, I mean, he does actually know that Evan has a Supernatural Storm in hand, but he's just going to play that at the Stronghold anyway, right? Yeah, he could have more Ningyo as well. That is true. Not sure why you defend it at all. Yeah, that's another good point, is like, if you're just going to take the break there, why do you even defend with Yoshi? To safely trigger him, I don't know. I mean, can't you just attack? We see a Doji Fumiki. Yeah, exactly. Like Travis says, you just play the sneak and take the last fate, and then he can't cloud you anyway. And if he had the cloud, wouldn't he have played it sooner, probably? I mean, maybe he just doesn't even care about Yoshi. I can't imagine Fumiki is going to attack here. I don't know, this seems kind of weird. Yeah, like if Fumiki attacks, you just flip it and then you're fine. It's going fire. Yeah, you have the favorable ground, so there's like nothing he can even do. Why player if not to attack? Yeah, that's a good point, I guess. I mean, you could defend with her, I guess, but then political rival would just be better, so. Just wanted to show for Miki. Like, he's going to attack here. Yeah, I guess he could attack manicured. But yeah, I don't know. That gives him a fate. Like, he just plays against the waves then after, right? Ooh, okay, so we actually see a defense here. Evan's going to see, okay, he forces out a fan, plays a let go. Wow. So yeah, he's just going to try to win this without even swapping. Yeah, and we just see a pass there. So Evan will win that, and now he has Tadaka to attack. If he goes political, he has 5 skill plus his storm, so he breaks. If he goes military, he has 9. So, let's see. Yeah, he is going to switch it and defend with the Goblin Sneak. So yeah, I think it will be the Legion of 1 here. Yep. There it is. So he's not breaking now. 1 storm would put him at +4, so he would need 2 storms. If he has 2 storms and Crane doesn't have the katana, he can break. If not, he'll have to wait till next turn. But I think next turn he should have a pretty easy time with this because Rally is already flipped. You just go military, and then you win. Because like we know he has at least 1 storm in his hand, so if he plays that next turn and then boxes, he can play it twice, and then just however many more Shugenja he flips, it's just going to give him that much more skill. So I think there's no way Crane can defend this next turn. He gets the Void Ring, voids off Yoshi, not really going to do much here. Gets the favor. Unfortunately, Kanjo District is going to leave play. I think Crane is just out of events now. Yeah. I mean, like, what events does Crane have left? Assassinate, technically. Soul Beyond Reproach. Yeah, that's literally it. 1 Assassinate and Soul Beyond Reproach. He does find a Narishma, which I guess is good. But yeah, Evan just going to play 2 more Shugenja here. And he has 2 favorable ground as well, so he can just go all in, and if he's not breaking, he can just move 2 people home anyway, and then attack again. But yeah, I think he should 100% break here. I keep saying he has the Storm in hand. I'm starting to doubt myself because he hasn't played it yet, but I'm pretty sure we saw him have 1 in hand earlier off of the Upholding Authority. And even if he didn't, then he probably has 1 by now, right? He's seen most of his deck. So I think this should pretty easily be the break. Yeah, you just go all in water. You probably have Ningyos. Question is how many storm? I mean, he only needs one, honestly. All in air more. Yeah, if he has Ningyos, I think water is just correct. Like, there's no way he doesn't break here on water. Ooh, he actually leaves Suki at home. Suki. I mean, he does have the favorable grounds. Cloud Yoshi. Yeah, that's weird. Definitely didn't need to do that. Evan is BMing, yeah, a little bit. So this is going to be 16 to 5. The only cards Crane can play here are like 2 katanas and some conflict characters. Yeah, he just can't defend that. Even without playing any storms, Evan's just going to break there. 9 dead cards, yeah. That's Tadaka for you. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him actually. Yeah, charge greater than Tadaka, lol. Core games. Ooh, we got some bits from Luke, thank you. Oh, shoot, it's asking him to. Ooh, Travis cheers 51. Uh-oh. And then Luke tried to cheer too, but it took him 2 tries there. Thanks for the bits, guys. Yeah, I think Evan just forgot that Yoshi needs the favor. Yeah, he forgot that he had favor. That's funny. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Congratulations to Evan. He will move on to the top 8, and he will play against Bonhomme on Scorpion. Let's take a quick look at that deck. Ooh, Phoenix Splash. Backhanded compliment. That should be fun. But yeah, that's going to do it for this game. So thanks again for the bits, guys. And thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next time.